Welcome back to the Real Reviews. Today's review is focused on Wu-Tang An American Saga, Season 2, Episode 5, entitled Visionz. And the official synopsis of Visionz is: tension is sick as the clan works together to build a home recording studio. And before I give up my review, please like and subscribe and comment and tell me what I should review next. And when it comes with this episode, I think this was a pretty good episode, as a lot of things that made Wu-Tang Clan and is still prevalent in the group today is introduced in this episode, as you will later see. So here is my review. So the episode begins with just Method Man recording his infamous song METHOD Man, and everyone a part of the group is having a good time, vibing and everything else, until Mitchell puts out a contract for every member of the group, and it seems as if like nobody is trying to sign that contract because of just how thick it is. 12 hours earlier, we see Mitchell, RZA, they're at a office talking to a lawyer who helped RZA with his Prince Rakeem album as well. And they are trying to make Wu-Tang Productions a real thing. RZA wants to make sure that every member of the group has a share percentage-wise. And so meanwhile, back at the apartments, we see RZA, Raekwon, Ghostface, and GZA. They are all starting to build a studio, build the sets required as well, so that certain things would fit as well. Tensions is somewhat still thick within the group. Meanwhile, GZA is trying to make sure that the Wu-Tang Productions have a phone number, and when he tries to call and talk to this certain individual, he doesn't get that person. Instead, he gets someone that says they have overdraft fees of almost $600. And GZA, throughout the entire day, tries to talk to this person. Meanwhile, Power is at an unknown place. He is trying to buy all of the recording equipment necessary to make songs for the Wu-Tang Clan debut album. And he's not happy because he has to pay nearly over $20,000 for the equipment, but he keeps his pride and he just makes it happen. So ODB, he returns back to the apartment with dozens of cartons and everything. But the problem is, it comes back with eggs as well, which was pretty bad in RZA's eyes, as he's wasting money. And to make things worse, since they have so much things on, the power goes out for everyone in the apartment complex. And the boys try to figure out what to do next until the building manager starts knocking on doors trying to see if everyone's power is out. And RZA knows that if the building manager sees that all of the things that they have in the apartment, he's getting evicted immediately. So ODB puts a plan in motion to not only distract the building manager with fixing the power, but also just giving them time to finish the recording studio as well. And it works. ODB and the building manager actually have a good time. ODB talks about what he wanted to do beforehand, before he started making music, why he's known as ODB, as song unique and everything else. Method Man, on the other hand, he is playing some dice with a couple of other folks. Inspector Deck, he gets out of jail, and You Got His Ear with Method Man as well. And they are all just talking, just kicking it up, talking about the recording studio and as well as other things. And just when it seems as if everything is all sweet in motion, somebody gets put on a t-shirt. So after going back to the apartment complex, Ghostface Killer has been building a crib for his son all day long. But once one of the members tells him that it's inside out, like the springs would basically put his kid on a shirt, he gets frustrated because he realizes that Shuri is going to be there eventually. And Raekwon, he actually fixes the crib for Ghostface Killer. Mathematics has been hired by RZA and everybody else to make a logo for the group, as the original logo that he had for the Wu-Tang Clan is not that good. And he has a day to make sure that the logo is something that RZA would like for the group as well. And he talks to Mitchell, and RZA gives him some money to like finish the logo. So after a couple of hours later, the recording studio is finally finished and the group records the song Method Man, and everybody is having a good time. Ghostface Killer, he returns back with Shuri, and Shuri is not trying to go into the apartment building, well, to the apartment, because she realizes that it is a lot smaller than necessary. And Ghostface Killer tries to encourage her that not everything will be like this forever, but Shuri is not trying to hear none of that. She leaves and goes to Mitchell's girlfriend's place, and she stays there with their son, Infinite. And then meanwhile, in between, Mitchell, he presents the recording contract that was there in the beginning of the episode. And RZA, he has another speech, tries to encourage everyone to sign as well, give them his time, because this is something that he imagines for the group. This is something that he visions that everyone would have success as well. Because with recording contracts, you know that most of the time people would get violated when it comes to different contracts, 360 deals and everything else. Like, it's best to just own your masters and be an independent artist, for what I see. But after some talking and encouragement, everyone gives their word and they all sign the contracts. RZA is able to talk to that person who could help him with the phone number, and he is able to get Wu-Tang Productions an official phone number. So the next day, RZA, Mitchell, and Power, they talk to this one guy who could possibly play their songs in the club as well, but he's not able to do it as the audio levels for the song sounds like it was recorded from a cell phone. Power, understandably, after spending almost like $20,000 on recording equipment, gets pissed off and leaves. And RZA and Mitchell try to figure out what they have to do, like how much time it would take as well. But some hours later, Power, he returns and realizes the deal that he made with RZA and everyone else on the boat. He gave his word, and he makes a huge sacrifice by selling his car so that they can record top quality songs, so that the audio levels will be on point. And the episode basically ends with just mathematics showing RZA his new logo. And the new logo is the Wu-Tang logo that is used today. That is how the episode ends. And I felt like this was a good episode. A lot of things were set in motion. And my predictions for what's going to happen is that Wu-Tang, they're going to make their first album, of course. They're going to have success. I think Ghostface Killer and Raekwon will become friends eventually. And they're going to have success all together, because that's what happens in real life. So, hey, that is my predictions. And I would say thank you for watching. And until next time, goodbye.